had my own frustrations about that situation. That partially had to do with the finish, but more so had to do with a more overarching theme that I don't need to get into the weeds about. I had no idea that I was on a microphone at that point in time. And so with that being the case, I don't even stop there in Gorilla anymore.
It seems the heel's advocate has to make this video because, my dearest brothers and sisters, LA Knight has recently come out on an interview that I believe has been requested to delete this part that you just saw right here. This right here is the original full interview posted by Esteban Ramirez, you know what I'm saying? And he has a few interviews, like for example, Bailey as well. But this is the, like, you know, he's wearing the same shirt. Everything is the same, you know what I'm saying? Same demeanor, everything like that. But I just simply cannot find him saying this anymore. So I believe LA Knight went back and requested that man to remove that part of the video afterwards. First, obviously, it was already posted on YouTube. You have like a little editor where after you like upload a video, you can like, you know, cut out certain parts after you've already posted a video. So I believe that is what just happened. And this is exactly what we needed, man. Everybody seems to be like trying to keep hush hush, right? For obvious reasons. You don't want to ruffle feathers. You don't want to lose your spot in the card. You don't want to turn yourself into a freaking carrying cross and start jobbing out to that hairy lollipop known as Sami Zayn, my brothers and sisters. So this is what I wanted to talk about from the beginning. LA Knight says that he doesn't even walk past Gorilla anymore. That sounds awfully familiar to what Roman Reigns said. As soon as WWE announced that WWE Unreal is a thing, Roman Reigns said, I'm just simply not walking through Gorilla anymore, or like, you know, walking back to Gorilla anymore. And obviously that is going to be the most content, right? When wrestlers walk back into Gorilla. And recently CM Punk had also come out on an interview where he said like, I wasn't sure like I was being recorded when I was, you know, mouthing to myself like, oh my God, you know, I did it. I freaking did it, right? If you guys remember that one sequence after night 141, right? Like it was this clip right here. Pretty much CM Punk said like, oh, you know, I wasn't aware that they were filming this and yada, 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 right? And I believe also Jey Uso said it right here in this podcast with Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, you're getting me. Because half the Unreal, I didn't even know they was recording.
Filming you, yeah. Yeah, like
half of WWE Unreal, I did not know they were filming you.
Half the Unreal, I didn't even know they was recording.
Filming you, yeah. Yeah, like you're getting a pretty quiet, curmudgeon, slightly isolated, deep in thought, trying to get the best segment for the best for us all, right? Oh man, I like that Pop said that.
And basically, that is what I find particularly weird. WWE Unreal should be used as a tool that can provide new age kayfabe. Obviously, you know, you and I are pretty smart to kayfabe nowadays. You know, it's obviously dead, but besides the point, we have to kind of work ourselves into a new way of believing what can and cannot be real. They did it pretty good with Seth Rollins and his injury. I didn't believe he injured himself because when I, you know, saw him land on his feet, I mean, I didn't buy it, but I was like, you know, maybe there is a sliver of truth to that injury, but nonetheless, right? If you can make me question it, that is good enough. So basically, that is what Cody Rhodes and Jey Uso are talking about right here. That like this ability for WWE Unreal to be filming you 24/7 whenever you walk backstage is a good thing. But somehow it also feels like the talent is unaware that they can use this platform as a means to create buzz. And unfortunately, it can create buzz for the right reasons that you want as a wrestler, or it can create buzz for all the wrong reasons that you kind of do not want as a wrestler. For example, this situation right here with LA Knight and Triple H, you have to think to yourself, does LA Knight, a grown man over the age of 40, 42, 43 years old, do you want him to look, you know what I'm saying, like in this like, you know, defeated state where he knows he kind of either messed up an entire sequence of events that happened at the ladder match, or whether he's just like, you know, down without his permission, this is being posted, he's like at the feet of Triple H. Triple H looking down on him. He's like kind of like, you know, like just be, I don't want to say berating him, but like, you know, like what are you lecturing me for, bro? Like, you know, it's just one of those things, right? Like if you told LA, yo, LA, it was supposed to be the other way. It's like, oh man, damn, right? He kind of like immediately would be hard on himself for that, right? But nonetheless, this is something that I believe WWE included in this episode, thinking that it wouldn't be a big deal. You know what I'm saying? Like, it would not be a big deal, but yeah, okay, in the grand scheme of things, it is not that much of a big deal, but you have to look at it from the optics of LA Knight, right? You are the performer LA Knight. You've been on the main card, main roster for about 4 years now, 3 years now, and you can't just seem to catch your break, right? You can't get the freaking secondary title. You barely get the United States title off of like whoever it was, Logan Paul, but you immediately have to drop it to Jacob Fatu for no reason. Why? Because Jacob Fatu lost it like 2 months later at SummerSlam to Solo Sikoa. And what did Solo Sikoa do? Lose it to freaking Sami Zayn? And like Sami Zayn and LA Knight were traded from SmackDown to Raw for this reason. I mean, it's just it's such a waste of time. It's such a waste of an opportunity for somebody like LA Knight. Clearly over with the fans, clearly over with the crowd. And now he like obviously has some, you know, heat with Triple H as it is right now. Clearly Triple H doesn't like this guy for whatever reason. Maybe he's too old, which I don't really think is pretty, like fair, because Randy is old. They're about the same age. John Cena was older. Brock Lesnar was 48. You have all of these guys over the age of 40. Like, there's literally nobody in the main event scene that is under the age of 40. Literally nobody. Like Brock, like even Roman Reigns is going to be 41 years old soon. You know what I mean? So I don't see where this beef is coming from, right? And then so LA Knight proceeds to say, look, you know, I was frustrated with the spot in the match itself, but then he goes on to say this.
With a more overarching theme that I don't the finish, but more so had to do with a more overarching theme that I don't.
He says, like, you know, I was frustrated with the finish, but more so with the overarching theme. What is the overarching theme? Let me show you. This is the overarching theme. 2023, 2024, 2025. That is the overarching theme. You lose the Money in the Bank briefcase to freaking Damian Priest. Following year, you lose it to Drew McIntyre. The following year, you lose, I mean, you know, obviously like last year, you lose it to Seth Rollins. Bro, what in the world did Damian Priest do with that freaking briefcase? I don't even recall. Like, did he cash it in for the World Heavyweight title? I didn't even think that was a thing back then. Like, did he cash it in on a freaking midcard title? Like, look at this freaking garbage, bro, okay? He wins it at 2023. He literally holds on to the freaking briefcase up until the last day, which is obviously WrestleMania. He cashes it in. Okay, I remember it now. He cashes it in immediately after McIntyre defeated Seth Rollins for the World Heavyweight title. Obviously, he gets attacked by CM Punk. Priest gets involved, yada, yada, yada. Okay, now 2024. This is really funny right here, actually. I completely forgot about this. When Drew McIntyre had the briefcase, that same night, he immediately cashed it in on Damian Priest and Seth Rollins, turning it into a triple threat match. However, CM Punk interfered again, attacking McIntyre with a steel chair and the belt. Bro, this is what you're like wasting all this opportunity for? Are you kidding me? This is what LA Knight has to like step aside for? And I'm not even talking about like LA Knight in the sense that he has to win this. Now, you know, obviously he doesn't have to win it. Who cares, right? But the fact that we had to waste a potential feel-good moment for this garbage belt that nobody even gave a damn about. I'm saying, like, who really cared about it if Damian Priest won it? Who really cared about it if, you know, Drew McIntyre won it? The hell? CM Punk has it right now. Don't nobody give a freaking F about this freaking belt. You kidding me? Right? So why not use a B title to give this one guy, LA Knight, the final feel-good moment? Like, at the very least, we can feel good about calling LA Knight a champion. At the very least, we could do that. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just this whole, like, oh my days, bro. I can't believe it, bro. I cannot believe it. Did Damian Priest actually hold this freaking title, bro? Bro, there is actually no way I completely forgot about this. Do y'all, like, I swear to God, bro, I swear, I am not even joking. I do not have a single memory of this guy holding the World Heavyweight Championship. Not one. Not one. And you mean to tell me LA Knight can't? LA Knight, bro. The guy who's over with the crowd. LA Knight, yeah. HA heel, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Heels advocate, heel, yeah. You know what I'm saying? Obviously. But still, right? We had to waste this for what? So that like freaking Priest could hold it. So that Drew McIntyre, but he didn't even get to win. Drew McIntyre didn't even get to freaking win, bro. Imagine this. You are LA Knight. You are in the same Money in the Bank match as Drew McIntyre that wins it. On the same night, he goes out there to freaking cash it in and he fails. If you're LA Knight and you see that happen, bro, how do you feel about it? How do you feel about it, bro? It's like, not only are you not worthy enough to win this freaking B title, right? Because there's no way you're going to cash it on like, you know, Cody Rhodes or Roman Reigns, obviously. There's no way for that. So not only are you not worthy enough to win it, first of all, you're not worthy enough to win the match when it is the least dangerous that it has ever been. Because if you guys remember, like at the beginning, like when Edge won it, or when The Miz won it, Jack Swagger, you know, even CM Punk won it twice, right? When they won it, you were like, damn, man, this is a threat. You better be careful now, right? So it is not even that he lost the Money in the Bank match when it kind of held that prestige. No. You lost it when you automatically know that it is either going to be contested for the B title, if there is one, and if there isn't one, you're going to have to cash it in on the freaking United States title like that jobber, that bum Austin Theory did, bro. Like, this is the match you lost, right? Like, you're losing a match where people are cashing in on the freaking United States title for. And the United States title at that time was held by Seth Rollins. Oh my days. So how do you feel about it when you're LA Knight and you see all this garbage? How would you feel about it when you lose in 2023? You know what I'm saying? Damian Priest, forgettable champ. Who gives a damn? And you get to the point where you're losing another freaking match in 2025 where Seth Rollins wins. And then Seth Rollins, I mean, come on, bro. 2025, Seth Rollins ruined it. Obviously, Seth Rollins, look, I'm not going to lie. When Seth Rollins got injured and he got off TV, I was happy. Because at least I didn't have to look at him coming out with like freaking high heels, see-through leggings, see-through freaking vests. Listen, I am not interested in Seth Rollins at all. If anything, he has better potential as to be a babyface than to be this annoying heel. Because, yeah, you are annoying, but like, bro, you know what I'm saying? Like every single heel is the same. Cowardly, stupid, don't want to see you. You know what I'm saying? There's no freaking talent. There's no freaking threat behind any of them. And every single one of them completely suck. So how would you be if you're LA Knight? You would be butthurt. You will be butthurt. You know what I'm saying? All the 3 matches that you won, every single winner of those set briefcases didn't come out of it looking stronger. So automatically, the winner is a bum. And you are less than that bum. That is what kind of like is the undertone here. You are less than the bum, right? Last year, at least LA Knight was walking into WrestleMania with the United States Championship around his waist. At least he was doing that. This year, this guy doesn't even have a match. You know, there were reports about him maybe wrestling against Brock Lesnar. You know, obviously Brock is going to be wrestling Oba now. And what is LA Knight going to do? Wrestle freaking Logan Paul? Oh my God. What is LA Knight going to do? And there were reports that came out that pretty much confirmed the reason why LA Knight and Sami Zayn swapped brands. And these frustration and rumors, like, they seem to be kind of true, okay? Because when was it? Like, maybe like mid-March, right? Mid-March, there was some slight rumors that, you know, were like circulating as to why LA Knight, you know, went to Raw. It was simply because LA Knight refused to work with Solo Sikoa because, goddamn, bro, this guy jobbed out to Jacob Fatu. Then Jacob Fatu loses the belt for no reason to Solo Sikoa, and now LA Knight has to go after Solo Sikoa. It's like a never-ending BS run. And now look at the state of Solo Sikoa. This guy's wrestling against freaking the Wyatt Six. Are you kidding me, bro? It hurts my brain. He's doing like a freaking bootleg bloodline thing. Jacob Fatu was like out for 3-4 months and like he's nowhere to be seen. And I'm saying has a weird random feud with Drew McIntyre. And like he comes back, costs Cody Rhodes the freaking match. Obviously helps Drew McIntyre, you know, inadvertently. But it wasn't really like that he came out and like, oh yeah, I'm going to help out. No. You know what I'm saying? Like that doesn't make sense. It takes about 3-4 weeks for him to like slightly just mention that it was Drew in that little sit down interview that he did with Cody Rhodes. Like it wasn't even like, oh yeah, like the first promo he cut, it was like, Drew, you kicked my teeth in, I'm coming after. No, like we had to like sit there and wait and like figure things out, and like we had to puzzle it ourselves. And then one day he's supposed to have a match against Cody Rhodes at Saturday Night's Main Event. Like before the match even begins, like these two are brawling across the entire arena. Are you kidding me, bro? Right? So neither Solo came out of that looking good, neither Fatu came out of that looking good, and Fatu had the best like rise that I've seen in the last 5 years aside from Cody. Fatu going into 41 had one of the best rises in the WWE period. Best rises, you know what I'm saying? All gas, no brakes with it, you know what I'm saying? It didn't feel like it was stalling, you know, it felt like progressing naturally. What's Fatu done since? You know what I'm saying? Even that beef with Solo Sikoa, like, how did that even end at SummerSlam? Oh yeah, let me hit a freaking moonsault on the MFTs in the match that I lost, and I'm gonna shake my dreads a little bit. Haha, shake your dreads, and now I win? Now you win the freaking feud? Your paths don't even cross no more? Are you kidding me? Can you please tell me that Jacob Fatu and Solo Sikoa haven't done anything noteworthy since their feud? Crazy, bro, right? And so why would you be surprised that LA Knight comes out and he literally refuses to work with Solo Sikoa when he had the United States title or whatever it was, right? It was like, bro, just please send me over to freaking Monday Night Raw if this is the case. And then they do. What happens there? Obviously nothing. You got my boy LA Knight like just wasting his time, bro. Like genuinely wasting his time. Like not in the funny sense that he just comes out and, you know, he gets a paycheck and he just like walks away. No, like what's he been doing on Raw? Battling the Vision? My God. Or if it's not the Vision, he goes out there and maybe, you know, drives an ambulance that Paul Heyman is in. That's the best that you can do for LA Knight? I don't get it. Like the Intercontinental title right now is being held by a guy that can't even speak proper English. The United States title, the IC title, both of these freaking mid-card jobber titles are held by uncharismatic people that don't connect with the fans, that come out and have exhibition matches that say Cero Miedo or like Melo don't miss. Like what are we doing here? If LA Knights in the eyes of the WWE, if LA Knights in the eyes of Triple H is not a main event level, if he's not an A tier like CM Punk, if he is not an S tier like Roman Reigns and Cody Rhodes, then he has to be a B tier. And if he's a B tier, give him another crack at this freaking title. I mean, we are in a state right now where the IC title and the United States titles are being defended weekly as an open challenge. First of all, the open challenge thing, bro, has become like this gimmick over thing with the fans, like GM mode was. You know, like whatever game it was, like SVR 08, GM mode, oh, you know what I'm saying? Oh, here we go, you have GM mode. Oh my God, thank you. And that's like, okay, bro, but the reason why the open challenge was interesting is because of John Cena. It was because of John Cena, bro. You think if The Miz had an open challenge, people would care? If Rusev, Patria, Machka, Patra, you know what I'm saying? If he was out here doing the freaking open challenges, do you think you would care? No. The only reason why it was cool is because John Cena did it, and when John Cena stopped doing them, it was not cool since. But what has the WWE done since? Open challenge with Melo, open challenge with Sami Zayn, open challenge with Ilya Dragunov, open challenge with Penta. Every single one of these bots do the same thing. Come out, have a freaking exhibition match, shake hands, respect each other, kiss, hug, and then say, oh my God, thank you for this opportunity. Get the fuck out of here. Get the hell out of here, bro. This makes me sick to my stomach. Give it back to LA Knight, a charismatic guy. Let him feud with a bunch of these mid-card jobbers. You know? I get it. Hell, give the United States title back to LA Knight. Have him go out there and unify it with the Intercontinental title. It's never been done before. Both mid-card titles have never been unified. Unify them suckers. Make LA Knight feel like the #1 mid-card guy. But you can't even do that, bro. You can't even make him out to be the #1 mid-carder, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy, bro. It's crazy. I'm the Il's Advocate. I'm out.